bringing you another edition. Another edition of Joel's News and Views. If it's your first time tuning in, do me a favor. Go ahead on and hit that like button on YouTube. Also, to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell all the way up top. Now, with that being said, on my other platforms, just go ahead on and give your boy a follow. Please do me a big, huge favor. Participate in the $5 challenge. I repeat, participate in the $5 challenge. It helps me stay independent. Okay? Now, since we got all of this stuff out the way this lovely morning, we are going to get into this. Andrew Cumo, that's right, the best-selling author, the governor that sold us a load of bullshit. That's right. The guy who told President Trump during the pandemic, and if he came to New York, he was going to need an army. Mr. Self-Righteous himself. Never do anything wrong. Well, it seems like the tables have turned. He has done something wrong. Because now he has a problem that he is not able to shake. Because his office, his aides, talked to the New York Post or whoever they were talking to, that they were misreading numbers, holding back information and data about how he was putting more infected people in these nursing homes with elderly people that were not infected, and causing the whole coronavirus situation to get out of hand. So now he has got his wish, because he is now currently supposed to be getting investigated by the FBI. Now, before everybody gets like, oh, okay, the FBI is doing their job. Nope, they're only investigating his office higher up. Now, with the FBI, the DOJ, all of them investigating, they swear out that so far they have not found anything. Guys, y'all know how this is about to play out. I mean, I'm just going to be 3,000 about it. I don't trust this administration's FBI. I don't trust this administration DOJ. And I definitely don't trust their processes, because we've already seen how they like to protect their elites. And being real about it, Cuomo is their boy. That's their elite. This guy is being gushed over by all the celebrities in the business. You know, I'm talking about, people think this guy's a rock star. I mean, his brother is on CNN. You don't even see his brother even going near question about it, which I don't blame him. I mean, it's your big brother. You don't want to step on the family toes. You want to avoid it like the plague. So I don't see this guy. I think he's going to come out smelling like a rose. If he gets charged, it would shock me. Now, the Democrats on both sides, along with the Republicans, want to strip his emergency powers. Now, again, I don't see that gaining enough steam to make moves either. We've already seen how they protect these liberals. Now, y'all know that if the tables were turned and this was a Republican that did this, or anybody that was a part of the Trump administration, or even connected to President J. Trump, you know that this would be a whole different narrative. this person would have been investigated. They would have had something on them by the next 24 to 36 hours, or tried to paint a picture that they had something on them. He would have been emergency stripped, and shoot, within a week of the situation, within a week. So again, I don't see a lot materializing on the government side on Cumo. Now, I would not be surprised that the families that are involved in this situation that found out that their loved one got the Cumo treatment will go to civil litigation. Now that I do see. I do see that happen. So that will definitely happen. So I'm not even worried about that. Now, moving right along, we are going to discuss Baltimore situation. So let me see if y'all can still hear me. All right, good. I was looking at the reception. So Baltimore is having a very difficult situation, right? We've already talked about Baltimore, and everybody knows it, that Baltimore has had a lot of crime issues for years, okay? Especially in certain neighborhoods. Now, there's a rapper named Tyree Moore who's really been trying to put in work in the community, okay? This guy's been doing it, I think, for the last 10 years. Yeah. He decided to try to come with no shoot zones, trying to inspire young people not to commit any crimes. Now, he went to jail for second-degree murder. I don't know how much time he did, but I know when he got out, his focus was trying to clean up and save the inner city of Baltimore, Maryland. And so far, he's real respected. Oh, thank you, Twin. I appreciate you, sweetheart. Yes. And I am glad that you're back. And please come on all my platforms. And Twin, share it with all your friends, because we're trying to build this network. I know you've seen I've gained a pretty good amount of subscribers since y'all left. We're still trying to build though. So with that being said, and I'm going to be very realistic with you guys. All right. He has came up with a solution that he feel like will help the community out. He is proposing to the local officials in Baltimore, the city council, all of them, that maybe we should pay these guys who are known killers and shooters in the community not to commit any crimes. I'm going to say this again. He is proposing to pay these killers, these guys that likes to shoot, gangbang incessantly, everything, not to kill. Now, I didn't really read into how that program would work, but when I read this, I was baffled, because we all know what happens when you start paying criminals not to commit crimes. It's like extortion. Now think about that. Because then they're gonna think in their mind, oh, so y'all gonna pay me not to do crime. Okay. All right. Let's see what else I can get out of y'all guys to threaten that I'm gonna do some crime. And before you know it, the whole city is being corrupted and extorted by a bunch of criminals. Because you gotta think like a criminal. If I can get something easy, I'm going to take advantage. If I'm a criminal, I'm not going to be thinking about the moral high road. Why should I? I think what Baltimore needs to do, and we've talked about this time and time again, you want to change your city, you want to make it safe. It starts with these officials that you elect. You need to get officials who want to clean up the city. You need to get real solid politicians who know about the city and is not in it for the check. Because, see, that's what we're facing. Look at what's going on in Los Angeles. Compton. Same thing. You got Maxine Waters, a.k.a. James Brown stunt double, running around here, swear out that she is all about her community, but she don't even live in her zone, got a $6 million mansion, and taking money out of her damn campaign left and right, giving it to her kids. But yet still, she wants to try to convict every conservative that speaks out against her. See, that's what I'm trying to tell y'all guys. These liberals live by their own rules. It's do what I say, not as I do. It's overlook what I'm doing, but by the way, you got to do it this way because you're different than me. And that's why these cities are filled with violence, chaos, bad schools is not getting the right education. You look at Baltimore school right now, their statistics are sad. Kids are not, even before this pandemic hit, kids weren't going to school. Why? Because who wants to go to a school where it's cold in the wintertime because there's not enough funding or the city is not making sure the schools are in a comfortable climate, and it's hot in the summer. And people don't understand this. Big cities with cinder blocks get hot, okay? Just because it's not the South or it's not a desert or Southwest, whatever, it gets hot, man. So I have to go with the narrative here with what I'm seeing, and I'm not the smartest guy in the room, is that the only way you're going to make this city better, you're going to have to look at the officials in position to make decisions to change it. You're going to have to go with another source. This whole, I want to go with straight Democratic leaders because they understand me and they so woke. Well, look what the woke is doing. It's not doing enough. It's not making moves. The wokians that you're voting in are killing your city. I'm just being real. You look at all the cities that ran by Republicans, and you'll see a difference. The crime rate ain't as high. People really are trying to make it better. So that's what I feel like they need to do. Paying the killer is not going to solve your problem. That is just a temporary, that ain't even a temporary Band-Aid. That's like pouring alcohol onto a wound, and it's just going to burn and burn and burn to the point that, yeah, when it does scab up, it's going to be hell. You're right. I ain't heard about that, TYM. I'm going to check that out. I definitely going to check that out. My girl said James Brown is not that ugly. Y'all get in the comments. Who's all watching me? Tell me what y'all thinking. I need to know, man. I need to know what y'all are thinking right now in this chat. Do y'all feel like, I'm going to the chats now. Do y'all feel like that paying these killers is going to make Baltimore better? I need to get y'all input on this because I don't see it. I don't see it. I really don't. I don't see paying these killers is going to make it better. I'm sitting here trying to figure it out, and it ain't making sense to me. Because I'm just saying, twin. I don't see how this is going to make the situation better. We have killers running around killing people. If I'm a killer, if I'm a professional shooter, I'm robbing people. I'm hurting people. Or I just like. Yeah, just for next time, TYM. It's time for sure. Yeah. I mean, time. Sorry about that. I mean, talk to me. Time, talk to me. I mean, what do y'all think? I mean, I just don't see where this is going to get better. I don't. If you're paying this killer, it's extortion. It's like how the mob used to extort people back in the day. Hey, you don't want me to want goons? Yeah. Well, here, pay me a little protection money. All right, give me a little money. Kick me a little cookback. You right. You right. And you right. We don't have God in any of this. There's no religion. There's nothing. We're just shooting from the hip, guys. I mean, people are people are just thinking of things. Just people are doing temporary stuff to solve a long-term problem. You got to do something long-term to solve a problem. You can't do short stuff. It don't work that way. You can't take shortcuts. Paying them is an awful shortcut. I'm telling you now. So it's right in front of us, the table, and making us eat one or the other. So you're right. And this right here is a perfect example. This is a perfect example because you're trying to tell me that your idea, you got to be alike, bro. You're telling me that you're trying, that your answer to make your city better is paying goons not to commit crimes. You know how you can stop a goon from committing crime? Start letting this other goon see how much time these goons get. That's another thing. Start giving these guys football numbers. Real talk. Start getting these guys football numbers and everything else to start cleaning up the hood, getting people on these charges of football numbers. People will get it together. Because if I start seeing you coming and locking me up, locking my boys up for the same craziness I'm doing out here in these streets, and I see the numbers of time they getting, I see in the prisons they going to, I'm going to be like, you know what? It's time for me to get out the game. Just like with New York. New York stopped all this crime back in the day real quick. Shout out to Rudy Giuliani. People can say what they want about Rudy Giuliani, but Rudy Giuliani had the game figured out. He did stop and frisk. Stop and frisk was stopping a lot of this shit. People were mad though. They didn't want to hear that. Oh my God. Well, it comes with what it is. I mean, some prisons are not that bad, but most up north prisons are rough. So they ain't gonna get no vacate unless you know they do a white collar crime. But yeah, how Rudy Giuliani stopped this mess. That's how he stopped it, and it worked. It's going like sand castles on the beach by the Cobras. Yeah, you're right. Everything's gone. Now I'm gonna get back in here and do another bit in this morning because I'm at my 20-minute mark. You know, I try to give y'all 20 minutes and then I break it down to another set of stories for the rest of the 15. So I'm gonna get off here. Oh, Trovo. Okay. I will look up Trovo. I never heard of it. I look into it because I'm just trying to monetize and be on everywhere so I can keep my fans engaged. So I'm going to get off here, guys. Thank y'all for the love once again this morning. I'm going to go and work on my next story right quick and give that to y'all before I head into work. If it's your first time tuning in, please hit the like button. It helps the algorithm. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell up top and share. Participate in the $5 challenge. My Patreon. Guys, my Patreon. Y'all need to get back to joining it. That's why I ain't putting nothing out there. I don't have nobody subscribe. If I can get 10 subscribers, I will dedicate my time to the Patreon. I will set a day so we can all stream on the Patreon. And y'all can be a part of that. But I need y'all to participate. So until I can get some participation on the Patreon, it is at a standstill. So that's what I'm waiting on. You know, I have very good material up there already, but I've stopped because it was like, why should I keep going there and I'm not getting nobody subscribing? Only had 2 subscribers. Shout out to Miss Twin Terrier, and I had my boy Media Patriot. I don't know if he's still subscribed or not, but either way it goes, y'all, she'll tell you I had good information up there, but people just stopped. So be a part of the challenge, guys. You got to keep it moving. Love you guys. Take care of yourself and each other. I'll be back shortly.